back to my channel, or hello if you're new. And in today's video, we're doing a get to know me Q&A. I have really contemplated doing this video or not because I feel like I'm not, I just recently started on YouTube. I'm a new YouTuber and I don't really have a huge following, although I'm super grateful for the 400 subscribers that I do have. But I finally just decided it's time. Let's do a get to know me Q&A. You can get to know me. I would love to get to know you. So drop some comments down below, introducing yourself, drop some of your socials if you have one, and I would love to check it out. And with all that being said, let's get into today's video. So the first question is, how old am I? So I am 21 years old and my birthday is January 18th. Am I married / do I have kids? And the answer is no and no. No, I am in a relationship. My boyfriend's name is Bo. We've been together for about 3 years now, and together we have one little fur child, and his name is Copper. The third question is, where am I from / where do I live? I live in a very teeny tiny little town on the west coast of the state of Washington. It is the same small town I've always lived in. I will always live here. But because of that, I think traveling is so important, and Bo and I really try to make an effort on traveling as frequently as we can, which isn't very often right now, but we're hoping in the future we can travel a lot more because, like I said, that's something that we find really important, especially because we both have always lived here in this small town for our entire lives. And, it's just so important to get out of your little small town and travel and, be socialized and things like that. What do I do for a living? So I am a court administrator for my local superior court, and that basically means I do all of the scheduling and all the billing for my court. I schedule the judges, I track a lot of criminal cases, and yeah, my primary job right now is tracking our criminal cases through our COVID-19 pandemic. I've been tracking like how many cases that we have pending, how many cases need to go to trial, things like that. And so a lot of my job is dealing with criminal cases, but I do a lot of administrative work as well. But at the same time, I also have so many other passions. So not necessarily what I do for a living, but kind of my side hustles. I obviously really love YouTube. I love making the videos. I love editing the videos. That's something that I'm really passionate about. I also really love homemaking and making videos on homemaking. And I really like real estate, investing, a little bit more of the boring side of things, but I do really enjoy real estate, investing, homemaking, all of those things. What is my favorite TV show? So I do not have just one answer on this. I am such a bipolar TV watcher. It totally depends on what mood I'm in. So right now I'm really super into Yellowstone, but because I like law, I'm also super into the crime shows like The First 48 and Cold Case Files. Netflix crime documentaries have my heart, I swear. Making a Murderer was fantastic. Abducted in Plain Sight, Unbelievable was a really good one. But I also really like TV shows like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, Love Island, Big Brother. But hands down, my favorite thing to watch on TV is stand-up comedies, and primarily on Netflix, like Bert Kreischer, Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Chris D'Elia, Dave Chappelle. I mean, they all have such great stand-up comedies, and there's nothing I love more, especially on a weekend, of just having dinner and maybe some dessert, watching a stand-up comedy with Bo. It's my favorite thing to do. What are your hobbies? So I, first of all, love shopping. My wallet doesn't love that I love shopping, but I love shopping. I love making home decor and custom t-shirts with my Cricut. Behind me, I have a lot of Cricut tutorials on my YouTube channel, #shameless self-plug. But yeah, I really like all things like homemaking. I'm one of those weirdos that actually genuinely likes cleaning and decorating their house. And I really like to work out, although you probably couldn't tell because I also like to eat a lot of food. Why did you start a YouTube channel? So I have been an avid YouTube watcher for years now. I have been obsessed with all sorts of different channels. I love Nikki Blackketter and Whitney Simmons for their workout series. I love Janina Amapola for her kind of Christianity lifestyle videos. I really like Casey Holmes. She does amazing makeup videos, but she also has her vlog channel that I really like. And so I've always wanted to start my own channel to just be a creative outlet for me, but I think like a lot of people who've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, I felt so discouraged. You know, I always heard that like the market was saturated, and I always felt like nobody really cared what I had to say. You know, what did I even have to say? I didn't even know what kind of videos I'd make. But then just as I've gotten older, and especially going through the COVID-19 pandemic where I was sitting at home a lot, I just kind of finally realized like I don't really care what everybody else thinks. Like, I mean, I do, but one of my biggest insecurities was like the people from my hometown were gonna judge me and think that like I was trying to become some sort of influencer, and that's just not the case. I don't think that I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and get millions of subscribers and be an influencer and travel the world for a life, but that would be great if it did happen. And I think not starting my YouTube channel was really doing myself a disservice, and I really wasn't just taking advantage of the possibilities that YouTube gives you. And then as I started kind of recording videos and editing them, I realized just how much I really enjoy it. I really love the entire process of recording and then uploading, editing my video, you know, coming up with different ways to test the algorithm. Like, I think it's really, really fun. And then just the cherry on top of all of that is if there is anything that I could put out into the YouTube universe that can benefit even just one person, I think that that's just a really amazing concept, and I think it's really great. I definitely started my YouTube channel with doing Cricut tutorials, and those are my most popular videos. I really love making them, but now that I've just kind of been on YouTube for a month or two, I've realized that I just kind of want to branch out, and you know, I'll make Cricut videos, but I also want to make videos like Q&As and shop with me, you know, clean with me, those type of things, you know, and do some stuff that might not be in my niche, but is still something that I really enjoy. Why should you subscribe to my YouTube channel? So this question is so intimidating, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. So first of all, I don't do anything fake. I'm not one of those people that wants to portray that I have this amazing life on YouTube. I am very real and raw, and that's just kind of the content that I want to always put out. You know, Bo and I are working on our house, and we're doing it all by ourselves, as budget friendly as we can. You know, we're not super well off. We can't afford to just make our house $1 million home, and you know, I would love to be able to and do like a really amazing empty house tour, but that's just not the case. We're doing this one room at a time, and I think that if somebody can watch that and get something from how we do it, if you're maybe in the same situation, I think that that's really great. I love doing our Cricut tutorials. I feel like I've always been really kind of naturally good at being a teacher and explaining things. So I got my Cricut almost a year ago now, and I'm still learning how to do it, but if I can teach what I'm learning to other people, then again, I just think that that's really cool. I love the concept of that on YouTube, and also I think that I could just bring some fun videos to the table. I like doing clean with me and shop with me videos, and if that's something that you enjoy too, I would love for you to subscribe. I think that that would be great. And also, I just love the fact that we can connect with other people from all over the world. Like, I've always lived in my little town of Montesano, but the fact that I can have a conversation with this girl that I met on TikTok from Miami, I think that that's really cool, and I would love to just continue doing that. I did kind of start my social media outlet on TikTok, and I met so many great people, and so YouTube is just one more platform that I think could open me up to people who are like me, who I could become such good friends with, but also people who aren't like me that I can grow from and learn from, and I think that that's really cool. What is your favorite thing about YouTube? Now, I know that I just covered a lot in those last two questions, but my favorite thing about YouTube is being able to connect with other people. I am pretty much always on YouTube. You know, in the morning when I'm doing my hair and makeup, I'm watching YouTube. I watch YouTube on my cardio days. I am always watching YouTube, and I think that watching other people and how they make their videos and how they're creative has really inspired me on how I make my videos. But also, like, just getting to know people, it's almost like you're traveling or you're reading a book. Like, in the time that you are watching that YouTube video and you're learning about other people, or you know, you're watching day in the life videos, it's almost like you're kind of traveling and you're being exposed to all these different peoples and personalities and places, and it's all from just the convenience of your phone. And I think that that's just really an amazing concept. What is your zodiac sign? So I am a Capricorn, and I feel like I'm just a Capricorn through and through. I mean, I make lists, I am goal oriented, I have very strong work ethics. Like, I'm just exactly what you would expect in a Capricorn. Did you go to college, and if so, where? So I technically went to college when I was in high school. I was in the Running Start program, which meant that I took classes at the local community college to fulfill my high school credits. So the idea on that is that when you graduate from high school, you have your associate's degree. I graduated high school, but I did not get my associate's degree. I really took my time at the college of just kind of learning of what I wanted to do with my life. You know, I wasn't one of those people who automatically knew like I wanted to be a lawyer or I wanted to study technology. Like I had no idea. And so when I was at the college, I really bounced around from lots of different classes. And funny enough, I actually took several classes on law, and after like 4 or 5, I just kind of told myself like, this is not it for me. I don't like law. I'm not about it. And so I started taking other classes. I took calculus, chemistry, intro to technology. I took lots of different classes and just none of them fit well. I did not like them. And then when I graduated high school, I kept going to the college to just try to kind of figure it out. And I just kind of realized that it wasn't working for me, and I didn't know if it was just because I didn't like school, and so I thought that I didn't like any of the classes. But then I got my part-time job at the law firm that I started working at, and I loved that. And so when they gave me the opportunity to come on full-time, I quit school, I came on full-time, and I just dove into that. And it's basically just been climbing the ladder from there. I've always been working. I went from the law firm to the prosecutor's office. I was at the prosecutor's office for a little while before I came to the Superior Court, and I've been there ever since. I really like this question, so I want to make sure that I read it exactly how it was sent to me. If you could attribute who you are today to 1 or 2 people, who would it be? And I love this question because I feel like we are all just a combination of the people we spend the most time with. And this might be a pretty basic answer to this, but I feel like both my mom and my dad are huge influences on who I am today. My mom is huge with creativity and crafting, and she's just absolutely phenomenal with like creating things and DIYing things. And so I think that I really got that from her. But then my dad, he is an entrepreneur. He's owned his own business for years and he's super successful with it. And so I think that I've been able to see both of those sides from my parents, and it's really influenced who I am today. But then as just kind of a bonus, obviously my boyfriend has been a huge light in my life. He's really pushed me to be the person that I am today. He really encouraged me to start my YouTube channel. He's encouraged me to start investing. He's just been the person that I go to with everything. So I think the combination of those 3 people have really just made me who I am today. All right, you guys, that is it for me. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If there's any questions that I missed out that you would like me to answer, please just leave them in the comments down below. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.